Hello everyone. So this is the final research paper, an initial draft that I have created, and it is related to a real life problem, which is reducing a cholesterol in food intake. And as we know, before pandemic, even if there was a certain lifestyle of people where they used to go work out, have some different physical activities, but work from home and after COVID specifically, the lifestyle of people have been changed drastically, and this schedule of work as well. So as a standard practice, it is going to stay for a long, and if we actually see the numbers, for about 4 millions of IT and BPO professionals are shifted from a place of their work to work from home platform, and about 90% of IT people are working from home even now. And there are times that people do visit, and all the remaining IT persons, they do visit to their offices, but that too based on their requirement. And as today, even this is going to stay, as many of the big companies like Twitter and others have adopted a pattern of permanent work from home. Other big companies are also considering it as a future plans, as it has their own benefits of cost reductions, maintenance and everything. And this whole scenario has brought my focus towards the health constraints people may face in future as well. And before pandemic, there was a certain scenario when people used to take care of health through workouts, but after during the pandemic and even after now, when we are coming back to normal and all the restrictions are revoked, uh, people may start doing their physical activities, but the approach might have changed, as the as I'll say, it is because of a kind of a psychological effect that and people like us who are constantly in front of computers and their laptops, who are going through the studies as well as doing their works parallelly, they are the one who keep their working pattern like completely sitting in front of a computer or laptop. So these people are the one who might get affected the most because of this lifestyle, and they have the most health issues. So and if even if people try to create a certain lifestyle after this normalization of their life, there are times that they will try to get back to a healthier lifestyle through their physical activities, but the approach will be changed. Like it will be kind of a, okay, this is the time I've been sitting on my laptop for a longer period of time, now I need a break from my work, kind of approach that will be mostly. So now the important factor which we can look forward to is the basic thing which we can look forward to is food intake. A person might miss a session for their workouts and other activities or any sports session, but nobody misses a meal. And that is the reason I'm focusing on this, as the basic constraint in our food we can I have considered over here is a cholesterol. So it could be one of the main factors which can cause heart diseases as well as impact our health in a negative manner. And that's the thing we can keep continuous under a check, that is keeping food habits healthy. So even nowadays people are getting inclined towards healthy lifestyle, especially taking care of their diet and including right kind of food in their meals, like which has a high protein and balanced carbohydrates with vitamins and other things, other nutrients as well. And in order to keep all these things balanced, as well as to take a lower cholesterol intake. So this is the scenario that has motivated me to create a project that will help us to kind of create a balanced nutrient diet as well as lower cholesterol food intake. So for that, my proposed solution is to where I have considered two types of meals that are easily available in every household or any of the cafeteria of a company or any place. So those two meals I have included over here is a pasta meal and a tofu meal. So in my study, I'll try to find out the meals which are either pasta or tofu, or a person can have that anywhere, even if they are not at home, and which will focus on minimizing the cholesterol and providing them other nutrients in an adequate amount. And the methodology that I have used over here are the two methodologies. The first is the graphical method, which will be helpful for me to demonstrate the basic concepts, as well as the techniques that are used to solve the higher dimensional techniques, and which are done on the basis of a computation, where two or three dimensions are making, but two and three dimensions of plotting makes it a limited for practical utilization. However, the constraint can be plotted into a straight line and define the region, which are called as a feasible solution space, which demonstrate all the possible solution range. And the second option I am going to take, it is of a simplex method which I am using, and it is the technique which is available in linear programming for solving optimization problems. And through this, the function it involves the function and many constraints, which are also referred as inequalities, and these constraints are defined as a region, and the answer found is typically out of one of the vertices that are also referred as extreme points. So and to use this further, the first step is to add in a simplex method is to introduce the slack variable, which are total number of slack variable which will be available for each constraints. And these are the extra variables that are added into a linear inequalities or constraints, and these variables are used to transform the linear inequalities from inequalities to equality constraints. And that's the reason the slack has always +1 coefficient, which is a default value. And these slack variables are required to be added into the constraint and to transform those inequalities to solve it, in order to solve the equations, and so that we can make sure we have a definite answer. And to conclude this whole process, I would like to say that this whole process will be helpful for from scientific computing. I can use this process which will help to identify an amount of a food meal a person can have, kind of during a month of a period. Typically in a month, how much food a person can intake, so through which they will be able to lower the cholesterol level, as well as get a healthy lifestyle and get other adequate amount of nutrients from the food. And this will be helpful for people to achieve fitness goals and support. It will also be helpful for to lower the heart ailments. So this is my project which I have right now, and the final initial draft is this is the one. That's it. Thank you.